comes to your mind when you hear the words Baybay City? The historic Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception Church, which was constructed way back 1852. The colored fountain at the Veterans Plaza, which provides a romantic atmosphere not only to lovers but to anyone who wish to unwind. The 16,000 blossoms at Barangay Lintaon, which has been visited by more than 500,000 this year. Or the Big Heart at the Veterans Plaza, which represents the big heart of the Baybayanons, who are always willing to help those who are in need. The city of Baybay, of course, is more than any of these renowned projects and structures. From being a fifth-class municipality in the province of Leyte, it is now a component city by virtue of Republic Act 9389. This happened through the efforts of the then Congresswoman of the 5th District of Leyte, the Honorable Carmen L. Cari, who fought so hard for the cityhood of Baybay, of course with the support of the local officials and its populace. The city of Baybay is located at the western coast of the province of Leyte and is part of the 5th District of the province. It has a total land area of 46,050 hectares and is considered as the second largest city in the province. The city has 69 rural and 23 urban barangays with a total population of 120,817 with 27,143 households based on the 2017 Barangay Management Information System of the city. Baybay City is bounded by the Camotes Sea to the west, Albuera to the north, Inopacan to the south, and Abuyog and Mahaplag to the southwest. The city is also a major port on the central west coast of Leyte, where ferries leave for Cebu and other islands. It also has a Baybay Public Terminal, which serves routes to and from Tacloban City, Ormoc City, Maasin City, Manila, Davao City, and some other major towns in Leyte, Southern Leyte, and the summer provinces. Baybay City's climate is type 4, which is generally wet with no particular discernible seasons. Its topography is generally mountainous in the eastern portion as it slopes down west towards the shoreline. The main language spoken is Cebuano. Baybay City was believed to be the only settlement on the western coast of Leyte known to the Spanish conquistadores that came with Magellan. With superior consent, Baybay was declared as a parish on September 8, 1835 with the invocation of Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception. However, the town erected an independent parish on February 27, 1836. The first church of Baybay was built in Barangay Punta, where it still stands today. And since it is considered as a cultural heritage, there is a need to preserve especially the aesthetic view of the church. According to the elders, when the Spanish conquistadores spread themselves out to the provinces, an expeditionary force under Felipe II landed in a barangay north of the town, which was and still called Barangay Pangasugan. They said that Segundo pointed to a spot and asked a native in Spanish for the name of the place. Unable to understand Spanish and thinking that Felipe II is asking about the river, the native answered in Visayan, "Ang suba nagbaybay sa Pangasugan." This, according to historians, is how Baybay City got its name. The richness of her story continues to be depicted in the annual Binaybayon Festival as a way of glorifying the legend of Baybay. Baybay City remains to be one of the most visited places in Region 8, both by foreign and local tourists. As a matter of fact, the latest industry performance report for travel and tourism by the Department of Tourism Region 8 states that Baybay City registered the highest number of arrivals compared to other cities in the region in terms of total regional day visitors. The St. Anthony de Padua pilgrimage site in Barangay Pumpunan, now known as the Diocesan Shrine of St. Anthony de Padua, ranked first in the top 10 most visited attractions in Eastern Visayas in terms of history, religious, and cultural sites. While in terms of natural attractions, the Lintaon Peak and Cave in Barangay Lintaon ranked first, and the Bakwitan River in Barangay San Agustin ranked third. And in terms of sports and recreational facilities, the VSU Garden and Beach Resort of the Visayas State University ranked 6. But the newly launched 16,000 Blossoms at the Lintaon Peak did not only attract more visitors to this part of the city, it also served as an additional source of locally produced income for the city of Baybay. While as part of women empowerment, the city of Baybay established a pasalubong center that serves as a ready market for the various food products and handicrafts of the women's groups in the city. It also established the Women's Development and Training Center, which is managed by the Gender and Development God Office of the city. 5 women entrepreneurs were lucky to have received a swine production project worth 20,000 pesos each through the Angat Buhay project of the Office of the Vice President of the Philippines, Her Excellency Leni Robredo. And the city of Baybay was also fortunate to be one of the recipients of the bottom-up budgeting funds from the Department of Trade and Industry, through which Pandan handicraft weavers from Barangays Plaridel, Punta, Bitanhuan, Maitong, Maslog, and Haina were also trained to improve their skills and were organized into women's associations. Just lately, the Philippine Commission on Women validated the gender and development programs of the Baybay City LGU because the city has been shortlisted to be one of its future local learning hub. If you love dessert but you are health conscious, don't miss the fruits and vegetables halo-halo at the Decorator Asian Resto. The crunchy cassava crisps, locally known as kabkab, and the twisted sticky rice cake, locally known as moron, are just few of the favorite snack items in Baybay City which will make you ask for more. And be it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, people from different places come to Baybay City just to have a taste of its mouth-watering barbecue. And if you're looking for a home away from home, you have a lot of choices here in Baybay City. The local government unit of Baybay wants its constituents to be part of a growth that is inclusive, and this will happen because the local government officials and its constituents are one in this vision by implementing programs and policies that are participative and people-centered. A healthy community is a developed community. Thus, the provision of efficient and effective health services is one of the priority projects of the city of Baybay. The local government unit of Baybay built the Baybay City Medical Diagnostic and Dialysis Center, which has a dialysis center with 5 machines, a clinical laboratory, an X-ray machine, ultrasound equipment, and a reproductive and wellness center. 20 barangay health stations were also established in the city through the efforts of Congressman Jose Carlos Cari of the 5th District of Leyte and the then Secretary of the Department of Health, Honorable Janet Loreto Garin, 5 of which are used as birthing facility, aside from the birthing facility at the City Health Office. The city also conducted medical missions in barangays to reach out to the people who have limited means or time to have a regular health checkup. The city of Baybay also passed an ordinance instituting policies for sustainable, responsible rice production and consumption in the city after winning the 2nd place in the nationwide search for the most rice-responsible LGU in 2016 with 34 participating LGUs nationwide. This is to ensure responsible rice production, consumption, and conservation by educating the public not to waste rice and to eat brown rice and/or mixed rice as a healthier alternative to attain rice self-sufficiency. While in response to the call for the war against drug by President Rodrigo Duterte, the city of Baybay established a daytime therapeutic community center that caters to the identified high-risk drug dependents of the city. It was the first daytime therapeutic community center in the country. Thus, Baybay City Mayor Carmen Alcari received recognitions from the Department of Health and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency for this effort against illegal drugs. The Baybay City LGU also conducted random drug testing among its local officials and employees, and the city mayor was pleased with the result that no one came out to be positive of illegal drugs. Soon, the residents of the city of Baybay and the rest of the people in the 5th District of Leyte will enjoy quality and better health services when the new Western Leyte Provincial Hospital becomes operational. As the popular saying goes, knowledge is power. The city of Baybay had given priority to projects and services that is meant to enhance the knowledge and skills of the Baybayanons. Integrated schools have been launched in selected barangays to ensure access to basic education. The Baybay Night High School opened the opportunity for hundreds of working students to continue their studies in the evening. The Baybay City Technological Training Center, located at Barangay Cogon, also gives the out-of-school youth the chance to gain skills and to qualify for work here and abroad, while the Children's Joy Foundation provided free computer literacy training to the out-of-school youth and the employees of the Baybay City LGU. The city of Baybay also provides scholarships to poor but deserving students, some of whom graduated with honors, adopts the special program for the employment of students of the Department of Labor and Employment and help the continued schooling of many qualified students, provides financial assistance to both elementary and high schools in the city through its local school board, and the city also formulated an incentive program for the teachers and provided 3,000 square meters lot for the new City Schools Division office. Baybay City is also known to be one of the most peaceful places in the country and has remained safe for business, industry, tourists, and its citizens. The joint efforts of the Baybay City LGU, the Baybay City Police Station, the Leyte Provincial Public Safety Company, and the 78th Infantry Battalion of the Philippine Army maintained the peace, so to speak. Just lately, the Oversight Committee of the Barangay Drug Clearing Program, headed by the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, declared the 92 barangays of the city of Baybay as drug cleared. And with the joint efforts of the Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council, the City Anti-Drug Abuse Council, and the Philippine National Police, recovering and wellness programs will be conducted in the city to ensure that this declaration won't be lifted by the Oversight Committee of the Barangay Drug Clearing Program in Region 8. Recognizing the primary responsibility of the local government units to deal with environment problems, the city of Baybay crafted its environment code and has implemented a 15-year moratorium on mining. The city of Baybay purchased a 13.8 hectares lot in Barangay Buena Vista for the establishment of the sanitary landfill in compliance with Republic Act 9003. The then open dump site in Barangay Imelda has been turned into the mechanical, biological treatment and composting facility, and while working on the sanitary landfill, the city also established a residual containment area in Barangay Buena Vista. While to ensure the implementation of the 3 Rs, the local government unit of Baybay had also forged partnership with the scrap owners through a memorandum of agreement. The city also hired a consultant to advance segregation at source. While through the bottom-up budgeting program of the government, the waste pickers of the city were organized and given funds through the Sustainable Livelihood Project of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. These women are the ones manning the mechanical, biological treatment and composting facility in Barangay Imelda of this city. Also dubbed as the City of Potpot, the City of Baybay found an innovative way of implementing air quality control as required by Republic Act 8749 or the Clean Air Act of 1999. This mechanical means of transportation has given many Baybayanons a means of livelihood. In Baybay City, the LGU had installed solar light lamps along the reclamation area from the Veterans Plaza stage all the way to the lighthouse. This minimized the energy cost of the city and also helped minimize carbon dioxide emission by adopting renewable energy techniques. Baybay City is believed to have a predominantly agriculture economy. Because of this, the local government unit of Baybay had implemented programs and projects that were focused on intensifying, expanding, and diversifying agricultural production at the farm and at the industry levels. The city is also a recipient of the Yolanda Rehabilitation and Recovery Program both for 2016 and 2017. And through the bottom-up budgeting program of the government, the city had also distributed farm tools and machineries to the different organizations in the city. The fisher folks, on the other hand, learns the importance of coastal resources management to increase fish catch. Selected fisher folks of the city also received fishing paraphernalia from the Baybay City LGU through the bottom-up budgeting program of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. The farmers and the fisher folks produce are either sold at the Baybay City Public Market or at the Baybay Food Terminal. For farmers who get into contract growing, the Specialty Pulp Manufacturing Incorporated buys raw materials for abaca fiber. The Visayan Oil Mill buys copra to produce crude oil for export and edible coconut oil, while the SC Global Cocoa Products Incorporated offers a wide array of livelihood for the farmers, being a manufacturer and exporter of certified virgin coconut oil, banana chips, and coconut chips. With a daily requirement of 200,000 dehusked nuts per day, coconut farmers have a readily available market for their produce. And the good news is the investors in Baybay City are growing in number because according to the Regional Director of the National Economic and Development Authority here in Region 8, Mr. Bonifacio Uy, Baybay City has transformed from being an idle and sleepy university town to what is now an emerging agri-industrial corridor in this part of the island. This is because the investors found Baybay City to have investor-friendly policies and practices in place, one of which is the Investors Incentive Code. The local government unit of Baybay intends to empower the Baybayanons, but many of its populace remains dependent on the local government for medical and social services. Thus, Baybay City remains an active partner of the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, popularly known as 4Ps. The Child Care and Development Center and supplemental feeding programs had also been institutionalized in 91 barangays of the city, some of which have 3 to 4 child care and development centers. As a result, the city of Baybay received the Child Friendly City Award in 2017. Baybay City empowers the women to become more productive citizens of the city through the Gender and Development Office and its livelihood programs. The city's Social Welfare and Development Office also has programs for the senior citizens and the specially abled persons. The province of Leyte and Baybay City are at the heart of the typhoon belt and are exposed to extreme weather and climatic conditions all year round. Thus, as early as 2012, the city of Baybay had established a systematic emergency program with the assistance of the Office of Civil Defense. It also crafted a citywide contingency plan focusing on disaster preparedness, risk reduction, mitigation and recovery, and response. The City of Baybay also created the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, chaired by the City Mayor, and has activated the Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Councils in the 92 barangays of the city. And with the establishment of the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, the City of Baybay was also recognized as the first local government unit in Region 8 to have implemented the participatory three-dimensional mapping in the barangays. The city had also allotted a 1-hectare lot for the construction of its evacuation center. Meanwhile, the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office had forged a memorandum of agreement with the different schools in the city of Baybay to serve as temporary evacuation centers for the Baybayanons. The 10-year comprehensive development plan of the city of Baybay included a number of infrastructure projects. The plan was a result of a participatory development planning which was participated in by the different sectors of the city. The construction of the Sports Recreation Center made it possible to accommodate hundreds of athletes during the 2015 Eastern Visayas Regional Athletic Association. The city of Baybay also had provided 2 hectares lot for the new Western Leyte Provincial Hospital, 2,500 square meters for the Philippine National Police Building, 500 square meters for the Department of Labor and Employment, 2,000 square meters for the Commission on Audit, another 2,000 square meters for the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, 1,000 square meters for the Land Transportation Office, and 1,500 square meters for the Hall of Justice buildings. But the ongoing infrastructure projects that the Baybayanons are now looking forward to are the new Baybay City Hall, which will occupy 4 hectares of land, and the Baybay City Sports Complex, which will be developed in a 7-hectare lot of the city. The environment experts refer climate change as the new normal, and one of the impacts of climate change is the rising level of the sea, which affects people living in the poblacion during rainy days and when typhoons visit Eastern Visayas. During rainy days and typhoons, some parts of the poblacion get flooded due to lack of an adequate drainage system. Now that the city of Baybay had installed proper drainage system in the poblacion, flooding will be mitigated. The Baybay City Public Market, one of the structures which were damaged by Super Typhoon Yolanda, displaced hundreds of vendors. Some parts of the city were also damaged by the typhoon, while the multipurpose gym of 8 coastal barangays in the city were also totally ruined by Super Typhoon Yolanda. But with the help of the Rehabilitation Assistance for Yolanda Ray funds from the Department of the Interior and Local Government, the city of Baybay was able to rehabilitate the Baybay City Public Market, the Baybay City Hall, and the multipurpose gym of the said coastal barangays in the city. Bridges like farm-to-market roads are vital to progress. Thus, many dream-come-true bridges have been constructed in the city. While the 5-kilometer diversion road project serves as trunk line and the fundamental component of the road network of Baybay City from Maasin to Tacloban City and from Maasin to Ormoc City. Chapter 1, Section 3B of the Book 1 of the Local Government Code provides that there shall be established in every local government unit an accountable, efficient, and dynamic organizational structure and operating mechanism that will meet the priority needs and service requirements of its communities. Through its Citizens Charter, the City of Baybay ensures that services are provided efficiently by the different offices. As a matter of fact, in 2013, Baybay City received the Certificate of Good Financial Housekeeping from the Department of the Interior and Local Government. In 2015, the city was awarded with the prestigious Seal of Good Local Governance, and despite the more stringent assessment criterion of 4+1 in 2017, the city of Baybay passed the 4 core areas, which include good financial housekeeping, social protection, disaster preparedness, and peace and order, and all the essential areas which includes business friendliness and competitiveness, tourism, culture and the arts, and environmental protection. And according to Baybay City Mayor Carmen Elcari,
as a leader and mayor, this is an award I have always been wanted because it is an affirmation of how right and good the services we are delivering to our people. It is a validation of our belief that government services come with the right attitude, the right competence, and integrity.
And with the help of the civil society organization CSOs, the Local Poverty Reduction Action Plan of Baybay City funds worth 23 million pesos has been allotted in the General Appropriations Act for 2014, 2015, and 2016. While to ensure that the programs and projects implemented by the city are based on the needs and aspirations of its constituents, the local government unit of Baybay adopts the Barangay Management Information System and conducts participatory planning workshop. There are still a lot to look forward to in this place of discovery, beauty, and serenity. You just have to wait and see.